Priya. I look after technical contents and even working as a full-time faculty at Skillville. The National Association of Software and Service Companies, which is abbreviated as NASSCOM, is a trade association of Indian information technology and business process outsourcing industry. According to its one of the report published in 2017, 9% of India's 600 million estimated workforce would be deployed in the new jobs that do not exist today. In the next 5 years, exponential use of technologies in advanced markets is expected to improve their productivity by 15 to 20%. 60 to 65% of Indian workforce in IT and BPM would be deployed in the jobs that have radically changed skill sets. Do you know that every year more than 6 lakh students graduates and 4 lakh 50,000 remains unemployed? India is now facing a challenge of upskilling more than 3 million people. 93% of MBA graduates do not get the jobs. If we try and find out the reasons behind this unemployment, every student is facing n number of problems, like limited number of options of courses, or even the institutes are focusing more on impacting traditional theoretical knowledge rather than job skills. Poor infrastructure and delivery platform, weak linkages and guidance from industry, limited counseling systems to guide on available career options and evolving job scenarios. These are the problems that every student is facing nowadays. Then what is the solution to this problem? The key solution to this problem is learn, unlearn and relearn. Learn to gain knowledge by unlearning the traditional ways of acquiring it and by relearning the things in more precise and meaningful ways, the ways which are derived as an outcome of technological advancements, so as to enable the alignment of maximum number of students with latest industry requirement to find suitable employment. And as this node brings up to upskilling of ourselves, I would like to introduce you with Skillville, which is a part of Vidyalankar group of educational institutes. Skillville offers freshers and working professionals a platform to upskill themselves and be job ready with an array of in-demand courses and programs. It offers the programs in the domain of information technology. We offer these programs in blended mode. These programs are offered in partnership with top organizations and corporates. Our programs are curated, delivered, and mentored by industry practitioners and are aimed to empower participants with practical and job-relevant knowledge. Coming towards the programs, in the domain of data science, we offer 1-year postgraduate program in business analytics. This program is affiliated by AICTE and it is delivered by IMA. We also offer 6-month certificate program in big data engineering and big data analytics. In the domain of cybersecurity, we offer ethical hacking and we also offer 4-month certificate program in Internet of Things. Coming towards today's webinar, today's topic for a webinar is evolution of business analytics in all domains. An eminent speaker for today's webinar is Mr. Sudhanshu Saxena. Mr. Sudhanshu has 12 plus years of experience in the domains of data science, artificial intelligence, and machine learning. He has worked as a business consultant at Accenture Services Private Limited. He has also worked as a business analyst at Tech Mahindra and as a senior technical associate at STL Technologies. He also has immense experience in corporate and classroom workshops. He is an author of video tutorials at international level for data science and artificial intelligence and machine learning. He has taken more than 150 corporate classroom sessions in association with different training organizations. He has conducted 100 plus corporate sessions for machine learning. He has also conducted more than 150 online classes and webinars for big data and Hadoop. He is associated with the top MNCs for online training and guidance in the domain of big data and artificial intelligence and machine learning. On behalf of Skillville, I welcome you, sir, for this webinar on evolution of business analytics in all domains and request you to provide your valuable insights on this topic. Over to you, Mr. Sudhanshu.
So much, Priya, for this generous introduction. Uh, I would like to welcome you all in this session, and we would like to, start the session with some knowledge. So the total we'll talk about, like, so you've already got my introduction. I'm basically a senior data scientist and consultant for many institutes and many corporates. So this is my small introduction. And if you have any question, feel free to type in on the chat box. We would be able to see your questions and we'll be able to answer those questions. The agenda would be like, we will be talking about, what is data science. We'll talk about the journey of data science. We'll also see the application of data science in various domains. We'll talk about like how we can, like any organization performs data science skills and how they can upskill themselves. And we'll talk about like how data science helps in almost all domains which are gathered together. We'll also see some of the domains where the data science is being used primarily as an analytics tool. We'll talk about now why the analytics is booming right now, and in there after that we'll talk about what are the skills which we need to gather in order to get proficient in data science. We'll also show you some step-by-step method to apply for data science in your particular domain, and we'll also talk about the next course of action. So welcome everyone in this session, and let's begin our knowledge journey today. So first thing first, like what is data science? And data science is not one tool, like it's just the combination of multiple tools. So if you go with the definition of data science, it talks about that it's an interdisciplinary field that uses the scientific methods, processes, algorithms, and to extract the knowledge and insights from various data sets, right? So it just talks about all those things, right? And it's not a one thing, right? So it's not one thing, it's just it's a concept of unifying statistics, data analysis, machine learning, and their related methods. So once you talk about data science, you're not talking about one thing, you're talking about statistics, you're talking about data analysis, you're talking about machine learning, and you're talking about various other methods which has been taken from various domains. So in order to understand the actual phenomena with the data, we use data science, and that's what the definition talks about. So it is a mixture of mathematics, statistics, information science, and computer science, all in all. Now, if you look for the data science as a domain, you will see that data science is the combination of machine learning, maths and statistics, visualization, and it talks about the computer science as well. And on the top of it, which we have got something called as domain expertise. Now we combine this domain expertise with mathematics, statistics, visualization, computer science, and machine learning. So when you get into the data science domain, you need to have some skills which I have mentioned over here, and also you need to have like learning of those things, right? So like how we can learn those things, you can actually like join some programs which can guide you to learn machine learning and data science. So let me just share my screen and we'll talk about this thing all, right? So just allow me 1 minute. So let's begin our journey. Let me just share this screen. I hope my screen is visible now to everyone.
Yes, sir, we can see it.
All right. So let's begin our journey with data science as an emerging tool for almost all domains. And we want to talk about all these stuff, right? So we'll talk about different stuff in data science. We'll talk about the journey of data science and all those things, right? Why data science is booming right now, which all domains we have where we can use data science, and what are the step-by-step methods through which different organizations apply data science in their domain, and how you can attain those skills, right? So we wanted to see all those things. So let's begin our understanding of data science, and I'll go with the definition first. The definition says that a data science is an interdisciplinary field, right, that uses scientific methods, processes, algorithms, and system to extract knowledge and insights from the data. Now you can have a data which is structured, you can have data which is unstructured, and it's very much similar to data mining. And if you go with the definition of data science, it talks about the concept of unifying statistics, data analysis, machine learning, and their related methods. So first learning would be that data science is not one domain, it's a combination of various domains. And we can use these various domains, combine them together to get some insights from the data. And these insights helps a lot of organizations to gain the momentum in their business. And that's why it is very much necessary. So if you talk about data science, if you just look for the graph of the data science, there are multiple methods in data science through which we do the complete analysis. So one is mathematics and statistics. Then you've got some portion of data science, which is visualization. Then you have some portion of data science, which is computer science. And then some portion of it is called machine learning. And on the top of that, you have got something called as domain expertise. So now what this domain expertise means, these are some tips and tricks of your specific domain. For example, when I say that somebody is working in a healthcare domain, so they know some of the open secrets of the healthcare domain, right? Which you gain over a period of time when you work in that particular environment. So you've got to have those domain expertise so that you can understand the business, how business is impacting and how business is moving. And then we use this domain knowledge to formulate our problems, and problems could be with business, problem could be with anything else. We use mathematics and statistics to pick up those problems and try and sort that out. We always go for visualization so that we can see what my data looks like. And then we talk about the computer science and machine learning aspects, right? So we'll pick up machine learning and computer science as a skill in order to showcase our analysis. Right. So now if you just look for this diagram over here, we have got some with a very bigger chunk of data which is coming out from various sources. So you have got comments, you've got the click stream, you have got the people who are doing multiple activities on the web, people are signing up, people are they are doing multiple stuff on the web. And what we want to do is we wanted to capture all those click stream, and we wanted to apply that with enterprise data, which is very small as compared to the data which is being collected over a period of time. And then you, after combining that data, you actually organize that data in structured and unstructured manner, and then we do analytics on that. So we will be zooming into the analytics part, and we will be talking about like what analytics can do. Now we wanted to know, like, and some of you might be thinking that, you know what, the data science just emerged as a tool right now, but it's not true. So if you want to understand the journey of data science, it all started in 1962, where John Tukey actually wrote about the words, like some of the articles where he said like that saying that as I have watched mathematics and statistics evolve, I have had cause of wonder and to doubt. I've came to feel that my central interest lies in data analysis. And this is when all data analysis actually started. So this is not a new concept. It's actually a very, very old concept. In 1974, Peter Knorr authored one book called Concise Survey of Computer Methods, and they used the word called data science repeatedly in that book. So this data science word is actually coming from 1974. It's more than like 5 or 6 decades. Right, this data science word is not new, it's actually a very old word, right? And then in 1977 and 1977, like a couple of times in 1989 also, we have got lot many words coming out, like some of you might be aware of the International Association of Statistical Computing. This has been formed in 1977 to initiate and to create the awareness of the statistical computing. And the mission of the IASC to link the traditional statistical methodology and modern computer technology together. So a lot of things has been happening for more than 6 decades. In 1989, people got to know about the databases. So this database things were emerged. And if you just fast forward the things which were happening, like in last decade, in 2011, James Dixon, CTO of Pentaho, promoted the concept of data lakes, wherein we can just keep on pushing our data, right? And that's where the non-relational databases which were born, like we call them as NoSQL nowadays. So they just do not categorize the data, they just simply store the data. So we wanted to have a solution which can just simply store the data. Now over a period of time, like right, we found out that the data which is being collected over a period of time, we wanted to do something with the data, right? What to do with that data. And in 2013, IBM shared the statistics that showing 90% of the world data has been generated in last 2 years. So in like from 2011 to 2013, 90% of the world data was generated in that like 2 years. Now in 2015, using deep learning techniques, Google speech recognition, Google voice experienced a dramatic performance jump to up to 49%. And in 2015, we got an article for artificial intelligence, and within Google, these software has increased a lot of utility, and they have completed some around like 2,700 projects over the year about artificial intelligence and data science. So this thing is not coming up. And if you just fast forward to the time, like in 2012, DJ Patil and Tom Davenport, they have published one article, Data Scientist is the sexiest job of the 21st century, in Harvard Business Review. And that's where everything like world started knowing about all these things, and the word just keeps up coming up, right? It just keeps up happening. Now what is happening right now, data science has quietly grown to include businesses and organizations worldwide. It is now being used by government, geneticists, engineers, and even astronomers. Now, during its evolution, data science uses big data was not simply a scaling of the data, but also included the shifting of new system for processing data and the ways to get data studies and analyzed. Nowadays, right, if we talk about like today's world, the data science has become an important part of business and academic research. Technically, this means that machine translation, robotics, speech recognition, digital economy, and search engines. Everywhere you can see the data science word is being coined up, and it's being used like anything. In terms of research area, data science has expanded to include the biological science, healthcare, medical informatics, the humanities, and the social sciences. Data science has now influences economics, government, and the business and finance as well. So a lot of things are happening in data science which are commendable, which are like making us think that okay, this could be one of the potential career if you want to get into data science domain. So if you think that you are not affected by data science, and going forward you may or may not want to visit the concept of data science, probably you are wrong. So if I'll show you the applications of data science right now, you will realize that your life is affected by data science. Now how this life is affected, I'll give you one example over here, that is meant for some of the, you might have seen some applications of this thing, right? And one of the application is called learning association. And what is this learning association means? That that you might have gone to supermarkets, right? And if you go to supermarkets, you might have realized that you end up spending some less money, right? Have you spent less money, right? When you go to supermarket, you end up spending less money, right? Or you spend more. I can see your chat, like if you want to type it on the chat box, please. Right? You end up spending a lot of money on in the like the stores, right? Yeah, guys. So the point which I'm trying to make over here is that if who's asking you to spend a lot of money, and the point is that there are a lot of data science techniques which you use in order to uh, replicate those parts. So if you go to any data store, the assortment is there, wherein you will pick up the things like XYZ, and then you wanted to pick up something which are not utilized, and you came up with some ideas also that okay, I can pick up some objects from here, right? So you can actually end up spending a lot of amount, and then there are a lot of mathematics is involved in picking up all those things. So for example, if somebody is buying one product like bread and milk, yeah, people end up buying I'm just am I audible better?
So your voice is breaking actually. Your voice is breaking actually.
Okay. No.
All the participants are requested to be patient. There must be some issue in the network at speaker side.